Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and jump into the trial here and see what's going on. Oops, I didn't mean to save it over and over again. Let's go. Oh, I wish I had grocery store sushi right now. I did go to the grocery store today and I got some like frozen pot stickers, some mozzarella sticks. I got bologna. I just got a whole bunch of stuff, so I have things to snack on at least. Not that mozzarella sticks and pot stickers are snacks, but anyways. Karma. That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He is a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. Phoenix versus a literal god. This is a freaking anime. This game is anime. You taught me what it really means to prosecute. Oh, bye, Eric. Hi, Eric. Thanks for stopping in to say hello. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So he was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me, times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. Maya? Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. Jeez. What are you whispering about? It's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Boxing Day. Why does he not have a Santa hat? I feel like the judge should have a Santa hat. Just saying. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Well, this guy's a vampire for sure. Mr. von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right. My apologies. Very well. Your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. Prosecution may call the first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of the case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Please look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was a boat in the middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping at the edge of the lake. At 12 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Testify to the court about the arrest, now. Oh, wait. Mr. von Karma. Yes. Actually, I'm the one who's supposed to be handling proceedings. Oh my god! He did a... Wrong. Wrong. The only one here. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. This guy is... I'm sick of him already. I'm so sick of him already. A man called to the station about 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see, very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney, now. I hate this guy. I hate him. The man got called to the station about 30 minutes after. Oh, let me do a little save. You know what's stupid? I can't delete those. I hit the wrong button. Now we gotta go through all this again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. At least I saved, and we saved recently. It's fine, it's fine. I'm sorry. I hit load. Listen, I have a headache. I had a headache. I wish there was a faster way to go through this. Jeez. All I can do is mash. You can hold. Okay, bless. All right, this won't be too bad. This won't be too bad. I'm so sorry. I did it wrong. We just wanted to see that again. All right. All right, now I'll actually save. Save. No, I was saying there's no way to delete these other files. I looked the other day and it drives me crazy that they exist there. Anyways, hold it. You received a call from a man. Yep. You said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Whoa, the woman and the man could have called the report 2 different people, obviously. Different people. There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today, I've summoned the woman who was camping. What happened next, detective? Headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? I'd say about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. This man, he needs to go somewhere. this guy, he needs to go somewhere. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looks pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard-cold objective facts. Man, he's got to share his objections. No, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, this court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. No, it's Poppy Seed. Poppy does not have a cock. She's just a baby girl. She's just a baby, no cock. never heard so many flippant comments from the active detective of the force. But the next morning, the body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet. I thought I went because I thought that was a popcorn kernel. I was like, I got really excited, like he had a little snack. The victim had a little snack in his pocket. Oh my god. A single popcorn kernel was recovered from the body. A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon on the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? He's the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There's fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear fingerprints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order! Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Murder weapon, 22 caliber, fired 3 times. Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes? Was a bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know the meaning of something basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It is quite accurate. Leads one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which as you recall, is covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, I hate when he does that. I hate that. I don't want him doing that anymore. Ew. We'll call my witness after recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge, what are you doing? 10-minute recess now. God, this guy is the worst. He's actually really the worst. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I've come up with. How am I gonna convince anyone of that? Say Maya. Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good at anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here. Yeah, you're useless. It's okay, Nick. You don't have to say anything. Your face said it for you. No, of course. Sorry. It's okay, Nick. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Oh, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. You never know when my luck is gonna run out. Really? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right? Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma. All right. Lot of heart, you say. You're a research student at the university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. Don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Hey, every time he does that, I'm gonna lose my shit. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two jets in a boat. There was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is the photo, accepted as evidence. Looks like this was the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from the courtroom if I do not have... He always is threatening. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. I clicked too fast. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! Order! Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant. Wait, Your Honor, I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. Cross-examination. I have photographic proof. What question can there be? This photograph is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. If you fail to find anything, and then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna really think there's a contradiction in the facts of her testimony? Yes. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, well, let's take them on. There was 2 gunshots. That's the big thing. There's 2 gunshots. Where's the second photo? And make sure I don't load the game. Okay. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. Just after midnight, you say. In other words, there was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Well, yes. I know you want to find contradictions, but really. I was in my car. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student in my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? Mrs. Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive of camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to the line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, I'm the one who's supposed to say that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. So you weren't looking at the lake at the time? No. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Dude, you need to chill out. He is making me lose my brain. I looked out the window and I saw 2 gents. Could you clearly see the 2 gents? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the 2 men. Yeah. Well, of course. Witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look somewhere else for your precious contradiction. Then there was another bang. Oh, that's the oh, she did mention 2. She did mention the 2. Okay. I was a little saucy. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. No, it's not! Dude! I'm gonna slap him. I'm gonna slap that man. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm sure as a country gal can be. Sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scan the whole lake? Almost sounds like she's more interested in that lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need to further questions. Objection sustained. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. Seems you're unable to find a contradiction's testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor, you keep your promises. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I'll have to... What?! Why? Why am I in trouble? I don't understand why I'm in trouble. Very well, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that? It was me. Maya. Is there something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire the pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big deal? Treating me like some kind of criminal. I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Huh. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong! What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony and have a right to cross-examine her again. Order! Order! You're in contempt of court. It's too late. Wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma. I cannot. Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. If you're going to arrest someone, no! What is going on? What? Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. This is so goofy. I could care not for this melodrama. Listen, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. Running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else. I saw it clear as day. Man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. All right. Do a save right here. Do the save. Do the save. All right. Is there can I show that this is like foggy in this photo? Because I feel like that's the problem. What? You got what? Look at this photo. Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet, even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth? How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart? What? Did you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could and I meant I could. Then please testify as your circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. Right? He just admitted to witness tampering in court. There's all kinds of fucked up going here. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought with me my binoculars. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked out with my binoculars. See? No problem. You used binoculars. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. All right. No, 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 no. I almost did it again. Listen, y'all. I can goon on the game. I am allowed. I will continue to goon on the game. And if you don't like me gooning, this is a goon zone. You're in the goon zone now. Sorry. So, how could you see Mr. Edgeworth? Now, just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from. Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is. Oh my god! So once I finished setting up my camera, I went back to the car. Your camera? Yeah, got an automatic. The issue we're concerned about here, Mr. Hart, seeing Mr. Edgeworth. Camera has nothing to do with that at all. Objection sustained. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? You've got doubts in your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with your line of questioning. But know this, if you find nothing is there, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright? Yes, I do! The camera is the utmost important, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to take pictures of the meteor shower. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know, the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited for stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Mr. Wright, I'm not of you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Now, wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was you who saw Edgeworth. No unnecessary comments, please. When I heard the noise out on the lake, I looked out with my binoculars. There was a heavy fog. How would the binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him? I did, yeah. Enough. There is no room for doubt in her testimony. She sounded pretty doubtful to me, but I have to find clear contradiction first. I don't care how many von karmic objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. Alright. Alright. Oop. Alright. Let me look through my things that I have here. We have this was set to automatically take pictures when a loud noise detected faces the lake. Time of death, blah blah blah. Take automatically. Okay. So my big thing here is that she keeps, again, I mentioned this earlier, she says the meteor showers, but like the way that photo is framed, just does not look like she was there to take pictures of the meteor showers. So I'm gonna present this photo, I guess, again. You were photographing shooting stars. That's a lie. So says who? Take a look. This was taken on an automatic setting, was it not? Yeah, that's right. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. But this photograph clearly shows the camera was pointed directly at the lake. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Your Honor, take a look at this. Nessie! Gordy! Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's that? And why would she lie about this? These people lie about stupid shit. Well, Miss Hart? I've never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. Have it. Proof. The fact the loud noise and faces the lake? The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, the photograph here taken when a gun was fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to the article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, aren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Blah, 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 blah. Order! Order! I see. I, too, thought it was a little strange. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try to take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah, not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks the monsters exist. But, as she said, so what? Changes nothing. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could that have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Actually, I'm not a research student at the university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. She wanted to... Okay. That's why I was camping out by the lake. And that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I watched that boat the whole time. That's when I saw the flash near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. When I was looking right at the boat the whole time, crossing my heart and hope to fry. Is country, I know, is Country University even real? The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she was a racer student or photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. She wanted a good story of a murder. That's what she wants to scoop. She got a murder scoop. Then what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a manner of anything. I'm an investigative and photographer. An investigative photographer? Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures of my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? There was a UFO. A UFO! A UFO just hanging in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object. A UFO. That's when I had some sort of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Imagine what a scoop would be if I got a picture of that monster. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah! They even had him up on the TV. I'm not sure if appearing on local news rumor of the month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper. For real. Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? That's why I was camping out by the lake. That's why you put an automatic sensor on your camera? Yep, borrowed it from the university professor. It analyzes every sound and picks up and gets a bang. Snaps a shot. Yep. So how many pictures has it taken so far? Only one time the camera triggered was that night. But that's what... I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Oh, hell, actually. Okay. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say, but it sounded like a gunshot. It's less sharper sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I watched the boat the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at. Yep. I don't know if she heard a bang and thought Gordy was out there. I kind of doubt she wastes any time looking at a boat. What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pop. I'm getting there. When I saw a flash near one of the man's hands and I heard another gunshot. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? Huh? Well, you think maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so. The lake was smooth as glass and nobody was on the shore neither. I'd better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. It's gotta be something. Alright. Do another save that we went through all those. I don't know if that affects anything, but... Just watch the boat the whole time. Let me see. Set up, blah, blah, blah. Faces the lake. Time of death. Article about the monster shouted at Gourd Lake. I didn't know if that'd give me more info on there. Fired 3 times. Fired 3 times. So, yeah, as he kind of said, like, she was there for Gordy. Why was she watching the boat? Why was she... What did this say again? Wasn't much else to look at. Could have been, she thought Gordy was out there. Use Gordy as the evidence? Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? Oh, what's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person look at it. I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from... What an accusation. You are far from normal. What? You don't want to step over here and say that. You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Yeah, but you're a weirdo. Think about that. You aren't like other girls, Lotta. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for a sign of Gordy. That's what. You wouldn't give a second thought about a boat. Ah. Order. Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well... Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and some kind of scan of the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? So sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I just thought, you know, I could be a witness to a murder and all. Kind of got excited. I'm sure I was watching that boat till now. This is totally uncalled for. Hey, you gotta look at the photograph. I shouldn't even say look at this photograph, but I said that. You gotta. You got proof. Still, we can't see who is shooting it. Right. That's why I took this photo and... Witness, that's enough. You had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who's in the shooting. That's why she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but it'll let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth. What should I do? Miss Hart. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show us the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. This prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. We still cannot see who was firing this. It could be the defendant, or maybe not. They're bald! Both of them are bald! Edgeworth has hair. Happy now, Mr. Wright. There's gotta be something. You asked for an enlargement, you got an enlargement. And, excuse me, I'm little good as it's done for any of us. This is why I requested she not show it. And I would like to close cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. None too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything else to add? I stated everything I needed when the trial began. Decisive evidence and decisive witness. What else could possibly be requested? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. There has to be a clue somewhere in this photo, somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? What I should do is save before I make a decision here, because I'm gonna make a bad decision, then it's gonna be bad. We should. I don't think I have other evidence to. I do want to look at this photo again. Yeah. Start crying. I have other evidence. Is the gun different? Wait. Is that the same gun? The gun kind of looks, I don't know. It looks different to me. Maybe that's just me, but the guns look different. Your Honor, this evidence. I believe we spent enough time talking about the evidence. Heard the opinions on every piece of evidence, but this enlargement. I see no point in retracing our steps. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? Mr. Wright, you'll show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Show the judge just what is strange. It's the gun. The gun. The gun is different. Here, Your Honor. Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. It's the left hand! That's why I clicked it! I was so smart. I really did know that. The hand direct. Duh! Duh! That's why I clicked it! Duh! This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence the left hand contradicts. Yes, he's righty, right. The evidence is clear. The man in the photograph is handling the pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in his photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor. You've given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people in the lake that night. But who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Miss Hart. Who else but the witness? Miss Lotta Hart. Proof schmoof. Always with the proof. Mr. Wright, I'll have you remember this is a court of law. The only one explanation remaining. I don't have proof for this either, but the man who shot the victim was no other than the victim himself. Which doesn't make any sense from this photograph, and I have no proof. Proof schmoof. Why do they not want proof for this one? So very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. What? Examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. There's no way it could have been a suicide. Okay, how big is the boat? There's... Y'all... Y'all are sloppy. Time of death, shots approximately 1 meter away. Shot from approximately one... He said at least. Our words are getting schmoofed up here. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings to the trial for today. The court's order to the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. Whew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the lake anyways? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Right? What? Tell her something for me. Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Okay. Of course she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight. I don't know where this is going, y'all. I really don't